Hi, Rowanna. Great to see you again.
Lovely to see you again, Siddharth.
Hi. Okay, I was been following your post recently on Facebook about the education sector, and it's really quite fascinating. So I have these questions for you, and the first one is: what are the uncomfortable truths about education, or what really goes on in the classroom on a
Yeah,
daily basis?
that's a really good question. Common belief is when parents send their kids to school, they think it's a smooth sailing lesson. Believe me, it's the complete opposite. So I wouldn't say it's always smooth sailing. When we get to school, we don't know how our day is going to go. Not the kids, not the teacher. So some of the things we experience in the classroom, you got to cater for 10 minutes of settling your kids down. That's taken out from your 45 minutes gap time from your lesson. You only have 45 minutes to do what you're supposed to do. You've got to take another 5 minutes to mark your attendance of your kids. And while you're doing that, you have your kids doing something or the other in the classroom. So you literally have to have eyeballs at the back of your head. So you don't know what they're going to do in that moment that they are not occupied. So that's the 10-minute discipline. You got to get in order your 5 minutes admin, and you're left with half an hour to conduct your lesson. In that half an hour, you're going to get your textbooks passed out, and you have to coach your kids to actually take their books out and get ready for the lesson, which is not every child. The other things you'll have to deal with is I didn't bring my pen today, ma'am. Ma'am, I forgot my book today. Ma'am, where do I start? What you talking about again? So these are the kind of things that you get in the
Yeah.
list, and then you're gonna have to find solutions for this. And then you get the one, you must get one. You must get one child that just wants to be the extra in the class, and you're gonna have to find a way around that to get them settled down. So because if one learner disrupts a lesson, the others follow suit with that. So you're going to reward this in a positive way. And the most common thing that I've done is that I've brought the child to my desk area where I can pay, a little bit more additional attention to the child. And I've gotten the child to move away from the disruptive behavior and actually focus. So those are some of the things that you deal with. And lastly, you may experience disagreements between the learners themselves. You now become the judge and the mediator in the classroom. And this goes on while you're trying to get a lesson to, successfully happen because you want some learning to be, happening. So yeah, that's the best way I could answer that. And as I said, the variety of kids we have to accommodate, language barriers as well, the disturbances, stationery being left, verbal disagreements between kids, and so much more. I mean, I can say so much, and we can go up to an hour with this.
Okay. What would you say are some of the challenges that teachers experience?
Challenges. Okay, this is gonna revert back to question one. So I would say admin
Okay.
takes a lot of time by the teacher. That's one. Meeting deadlines. As a teacher, to meet the deadline expectations by your school itself or by the Department of Education, sometimes may be unrealistic, but unfortunately, we do not have a choice in the matter there. We've got to cover curriculum, whatever the KZN Department of Education has asked of us in the I think they've given us a week schedule and hourly schedule, and we have to follow that. So some of the cases we've had, we do not cover curriculum 100%, and we'll have to cover that in term two, or we'll take term two and cover that into term three. So time is an issue to get your assessments done, teach, and go on with everything else. What else? Accommodating the variety of learning challenges, variety of learners, and mainly the situation we have is the language barrier. Not all learners are, qualified to speak in the medium of instruction, which is English. So we have a language barrier now. So you got to do code switching. So those are the challenges there.
Okay. Can you tell me about hybrid teaching?
Right, hybrid teaching is something that came about when COVID first decided to visit South Africa, and that affected education. So the schools were then asked to create a rotational timetable. And what happened is that we created two groups of learners, group 1 and group 2, or group A and group B. Group A will come in on Monday and Tuesday, learn the same syllabus. Group B will come on a Wednesday and Thursday, they learn in the same syllabus. What had happened? We are not covering curriculum. We are not reaching our goals, and we did not achieve what we need to achieve. We actually were backsliding now. We covering quarter of the curriculum. So I think that affected our learners quite a bit, because if you take a child that was in grade R, they missed out a lot of the necessary skills due to COVID and the rotational timetabling and the hybrid teaching. So when they moved into grade 1, they lacked their basics. And so what happened is that the grade 1 educator would have to cover what a grade R educator had to cover. So I think that negatively impacted our kids in terms of reading, writing, and the necessary skills that they needed. So that's there with hybrid teaching.
Okay. Are teachers meeting the needs of learners?
I'll speak for myself when I say this, because I don't
Okay.
want any educators coming from me. I would say we are not meeting the needs 100% with our learners. I would love to exactly do what we have been, studying for, to actually get learning to happen, pass on the knowledge that we need. I don't believe that we are meeting our kids' needs 100%, especially with the number of children that we have in a class. I mean, between 40 to 50 kids in a class, are you really meeting the needs? Can you really focus on that one child that's not there? Sometimes you get children who don't know what's happening. They don't know how to write the date or where to start. And because we have so many other children, you may not see that this learner is not being attentive or doesn't know what to do. And they may get neglected. You may have that situation, and many others. So yeah, that's there.
Okay, my final question to you would be, what can you say about admin expectations from educators?
I believe this is
Expectations from
I believe this is a bit unrealistic. I find that but what is expected of teachers from the department is a bit much. There's more time spent on meeting admin requirements than us actually, diffusing education in the classroom. So we're trying to meet whatever the department wants from us, admin-wise, and so we are leaving behind what we actually supposed to be doing in the classroom. So I think admin for me right now is in a negative light. It's not positive for me.
Okay. Well, I think that's pretty much it from my end. Thanks so much for your time once again, and we'll continue to catch up soon, because this is very interesting sector.
Sure, definitely. I just hope you enjoyed, and I hope the viewers enjoyed as well, and hopefully maybe they can come up with some questions for us, and we can get, some other topic. Who knows? Thanks so much for that.
Welcome.